But the first question we're going to talk about today is how to have motivation in life to do things alone. So there are some things that I want to do alone, but I want to do them with somebody. I've always been like that, and I noticed it when I lost my first and second boyfriend. Not died, just lost them. I don't do anything besides go to work and watch YouTube videos in my life, and I'm bored. I know I should start something that I kind of want to do, but I give up early because I do not have the motivation. So what I want to encourage you to do, I'm going to break this question up into two parts, is that if you want to accomplish your goals in life, you have to stop using your phone. Your phone is a constant distraction. Technology, and I call it the TikTok plague, where you're constantly scrolling through life. You're constantly scrolling through life, and you're never going to be able, you don't get anything done. Most people in life, they have 8 hours of free time. You might sleep for 8, work for 8, and that 8 hours is constantly being distracted by Hulu, Netflix, your TV. You have all the tools in the world to accomplish any goal that you want. It's just that you're constantly being distracted. Your mind is constantly being distracted by your phone, YouTube, TikTok, all of these things. The reason why you have no motivation is because you're constantly being distracted. Your time is constantly being broken by social media. And you know what reality is that it's going to constantly keep getting faster. Technology is going to keep getting faster, and you are constantly going to be getting distracted by these algorithms, because these algorithms do not care about you. They care about your watch time. They care about how many hours, how many minutes you spend on that app. So that's what they're after. They're after your time. These social media apps are not for your mental health. They're not for anything. They're after your time on the app. So if you want to break the cycle of feeling like you're not doing anything, you have to be able to put down your phone. You have to be able to delete social media and go out there and actually put in the work. You can still have the apps. I'm not saying, okay, maybe I'll take that back. You don't have to delete the apps, but put your phone on do not disturb and actually put in the work. The reason why you don't feel like you have any motivation too is because you're not inspired to do anything. Because why? You don't know what you truly like. You don't know who you actually are, because you've let your phone tell you who you are. You've let your phone tell you what's cool, what's interesting. I want you to figure out what you think is cool, what you think is interesting. If you can't do that, then there's a problem there, and you need to go back, and you need to be able to figure out what you like to do. Your phone, technology, life is going to keep moving. And again, the technology, these apps, they do not care about who you are. They don't care about burning. They don't care about burning your time away. They just want to capture your time. That's what these apps are after. You have to be able to turn off your phone and attack your goals every single day. The worst thing in the world is to have a month go by, is to have 2 months go by, and you're still at the same position. And the reason why you're distracted is because of an app, because of social media. We've let social media have that much power in our lives that it halts our success, because it takes up your time. It takes up my time every single day. We have to be able to put in the time, put in the work first, then we can use the social media. But we can't have the imbalance of us using the social media 90% of the time, and then 10% of the time we don't even put in the work. What you need to do is you need to unplug yourself. You need to detach from your phone and go ahead there and attack your goals. Figure out what you like to do, not what the algorithm tells you like to do. Not what the algorithm tells you the music that you like, or the movies that you like, that you should like. What do you actually like to do? What do you actually like to listen to? What type of music do you actually like to listen to? That all comes from self-discovery. And that does not come from a phone. So if you want to have motivation in life, if you want to be successful, you have to turn off social media. Do you think that LeBron James, most of these celebrities don't even control their own social media accounts? It's controlled by somebody else. 99% of the people do not control their social media accounts. They let their manager or their social media manager handle their accounts because they're out there working on their craft. You're on the other side doing the exact opposite. You're putting 90% of your time on Instagram and TikTok, and you think that you're going to be famous for it. You think that you're going to blow up. You have to be able to put in the work without being on your phone, without being distracted. You have to reframe your mind and realize that your goal is the only thing you're going to do, and you are going to attack it day in and day out. And the next thing I wanted to tell you is that if you are looking for motivation, if you feel like you constantly need to do it with somebody or have a crowd around you, that is the wrong type of motivation. You're chasing validation, not motivation. Most people in life that they are looking for the type of validation where at the end of the race, they have the whole crowd cheering for them and everybody screaming their name, and they get the trophy, they get the interview after. But that's not how success works. Success works by putting in the time for years, for days, for hours, minutes at your craft, slowly building yourself up. Where there is no crowd, where there is nobody applauding you, that's how you find true motivation. When nobody is telling you to do it but you, there is no crowd cheering you on. You're the only person that's cheering yourself on because this is your dream. It's not the world's dream. This is your dream. This is your passion. You should be able to wake up and do that every single day without anybody telling you, without anybody cheering you on. That's how you find true motivation. That's how you find that's how you find your vision in life. You can't walk around looking for external validation. The second you start chasing external validation, the second you start to chase likes, views, clout, all of that, you failed because you're looking at it for the wrong reasons, and you will not be around for a long time. How many times do we see these people who blow up only for likes and views and they just fizzle out? You don't want to be that type of person. You want to be that person who lasts forever, don't you? So stop chasing external validation. It'll feel good in the moment, but you're constantly going to be chasing it until you burn yourself out. And if you're constantly seeking external validation, if you're constantly seeking pats on the back, what happens when that stops? Because there will be a day where all your external validation vanishes. There will be days where nobody cheers you on. What are you going to do then? You're going to start to feel down. You're going to start to feel depressed. You're going to start to feel all these different types of emotions. But if you focus on the internal validation, the internal praise of yourself, you're going to be okay. You don't need anybody else. You don't need anybody to be your motivator but you. And if you can't do that, then you have to learn how to do that. I hope that can help you out.